I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by, and weep not for the memories. Remember all the good times that we had. I let them slip away from us when things got bad. How clearly I first saw you smiling in the sun. I wanna feel your warmth upon me. I wanna be the one. I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by, and weep not for the memories. Don't let your life pass you by, and weep not for the memories. 'Cause I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by, and weep not for the memories. Don't let your life pass you by, and weep not for the memories. Don't let your life pass you by, and weep not for the memories.
Hey guys, it's See Us Rise Seattle here, and welcome back to my podcast. Today was it. Game 162 we couldn't add on. Even if we did win today, we wouldn't have gone to the playoffs or even had a chance at a tiebreaker because both the Yankees and the Red Sox won. But when you finish off the season 90-72, you know that you had a good year. We are predicted to have 74 losses. Or 74 wins, my bad. It's just sad. Like we I don't know what to say. It's sad that the year's over. You know? But I mean, this offseason I'll be making some videos more on trade predictions, maybe. Predictions for the season, predictions for other stuff. And we're just gonna be talking about the Mariners. I might even start my own series where I can go through the process of how Jerry DiPoto kind of formed this lineup from 2016. But it's just sad that this year's over because it was such a good year. It was such a fun year. Alright, let's get into some stats. Let's start off with the basic ones most of you will understand. Like the casual fan will. Batting average. We did not have a person who hit over 300. We did have a close one though. Leading the team with the 291 average is Ty France, and he probably could have had a 300 batting average if it wasn't for that broken wrist at the beginning of the year, broken hand, and he struggled those first couple of weeks back, and then he got on fire, and then he was on fire ever since. Be excited for him next year. Be excited for him. Next up, He's second, batting .273. JP Crawford. JP, what a year he had this year with the glove and with the bat. Doesn't hit for a whole ton of power. Only had 9 home runs, but he can hit doubles, which is a really good positive. He get 37, which was it was first actually on the team. So he can hit the gaps. And then the third, and coming in third with a .253 average was Mitch Haniger, who we're going to be talking about in this video. My man went off. Alright. My man absolutely went off. And it's just sad to see. And then qualifying players, like we only had 4 qualifying players for this, and then the next one was Seager. Like that shows you how much we can go through players. Because catcher we had Murphy and then Torrens and Riley, and they all split time. At first we had Ty, who's one of them. Second we had Toro, but he didn't play the whole year. Third we had Seager, which he came in fourth technically, and then short was JP, and in the outfield it was consistently like Mitch Haniger, Jared Kelenic, and then it was in left it was like Fraley or like Bowers or Moore. So it makes sense why there's only 4 qualifying, and that means for everything else, Ty France also had the best on base with a 368. JP had a 338. Mitch Haniger had a 318, and then Seager, who led the team in walks, had a 285. If I believe, yes, he did lead in walks. Slugging percentage. Haniger actually leading it. Hit for some power, 485. Then France with the 445. And then Seager with a 438. And then JP with a 376. And then the OPS. Ty France, 812. Haniger, 804. Seager, 723. And JP just under Seager with a 715. And I'm going to just talk about home runs real quick because some people, really think that's a stat. But first off, Seager with 101 RBIs and Haniger with 100. Good seasons out of them. I like to see that. To home runs, we really only had 2 players that you could say were productive in the home run category. And this Mitch Haniger with 39. I was really hoping he could get to that 40 mark. And Kyle Seager with 35. Next was Ty France with 18. Pitching. ERA goes to Chris Flexen, and he's like the only one listed. I guess that makes sense, because people were injured. But Marco had a 396. Paul Sewald. Oh, yeah, they don't have just like relief pitchers. Sewald, 306. Kikuchi kind of just blew it in the second half. Gilbert with a 468. Gotta look out for. Be talking about him this offseason. Who else? Not really any, my boy, Casey Sadler, bro, went off. Where is he? Yeah, I don't know. But he went off. He's gonna be a good, piece next year. Yeah. Pitching, good. Our bullpen was the best part of our team this year. And I have nothing more to say about really statistics this year, but let's talk about maybe some future stuff that I saw. Not really specifically this last game, but, in the last month. First off, if Seager leaves, which it's kind of looking like it, he's a really good, part of that, dugout. He's a good mindset to have. But I can see some really good mindsets coming out of these young players coming in. First off, J.P. Crawford, bro, he has to be like have really close relationships with everyone on that roster. My man, dude, he leads a team. Like, you can tell he wants to be a leader on and off the field. Another guy who I also see breaking out next year is Jared Kelenic. I mean, he was balling when Seager left the field today. Like, he loved Seager, and he's gonna miss him. And I think he's gonna get stronger throughout, his first couple of years. I think he's gonna be way better next year than he was this year. I think this year was just kind of, that rookie year, like the initial, start to his career, which, wasn't strong. It wasn't like, a Tatis or a Acuna or a Soto, but I think he's going to become a really good player for us. And he's going to be really good in the clubhouse. And I just like seeing him perform, I love seeing him perform. I have his merch and stuff, so I really believe in him. Another guy I actually see being a really good piece in that clubhouse is Marco Gonzalez. He is, but now he's really like the veteran of the team. Seager leaving, he's kind of been like the one who's been here the longest. If I'm correct, he was in that Tyler O'Neill trade. I don't know if we won that trade specifically. Tyler O'Neill is a great player, but Marco is so good in that clubhouse. You can tell, he's one of those veteran guys you're gonna need. And then I think leading the bullpen, I think it'll probably be either someone we sign, which I don't see Jerry doing, or it's probably gonna be Paul Sewald. I think Sewald will probably be like the closer, or Steckenrider, or one of those guys. But I see the Mariners. I'll go into more detail this offseason. I see the Mariners being very aggressive this offseason, especially with free agency. Some free agency guys, like some big ones, that I see in the MLB. Verlander's gonna be a free agent. Scherzer's gonna be a free agent. I'm just saying pitchers right now. Greinke, he could be a good 4 or 5. I don't know if we'll sign him for a whole ton though. If we want him, but someone who isn't really being talked about is Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer is a free agent, which is weird to think. He is a free agent. The Dodgers are not picking him back up. I think he's a good fit for Seattle. I don't 100% see him going to Seattle. I don't know where he's gonna go, but he seems like a Mariner. Some other guys, some fifth guys, fifth in the rotation. Because really, what we need is really a starter or two, maybe a bullpen, one arm, maybe a lefty and a righty, and then probably a third baseman. That's all we really need for this team. But you could always move France to third and whatnot. Because we're not picking Kikuchi back up. Kikuchi's done. But even a Gosman, bro. Gosman's sneaky. I think the Giants will pick him back up, but that'd be a good one. But a fifth, Marcus Stroman as a fifth would be really good. But someone that not a lot of people are talking about who we could pick up is Corey Seager. Not Kyle, Corey. I see a chance that we pick up Corey Seager. I don't think the Dodgers are going to be signing him, especially, with them getting Trey Turner. I think he could come to Seattle. I think he could. It'd be sick because we'd still have a Seager on the team. But, He'd be a really good piece. And then maybe a bench bat. We could get like a Jorge Soler. Maybe a Cole Calhoun even. I don't see it really happening, but like maybe. Maybe even a Duval. But those are some free agents I could see us picking up. But I think next year's gonna be a great year. I don't want to really like just give all my details away in this video, because I really want to make some videos this offseason. I'm not even, I said maybe make like a storyline. But I mean, there's not a whole lot to say. We didn't make the playoffs. We deserve to be in the playoffs though. But be ready for this team next year. The Astros are losing Correa. They're not going to be really good anymore. They're not going to be this powerhouse. The Angels always underperform. They always underperform. The Athletics losing a bunch of pieces. They're going to be ass. And then you got the Rangers, who are still rebuilding. So, honestly, I see the Mariners winning the division next year. I'll get into more detail, especially with, free agency. But if Kelenic and Julio, I want Julio, to really jump on all cylinders when it gets cold out next year. And we still have Kirby and Hancock. We still have those pieces. We have Branch. We have those guys. We have them. And they're still in our system. Novelli, probably 2023. Maybe late 2022. Man. This team is exciting. Like, you should be excited. Like, you should be proud on what the Mariners did this year. 90 wins is unbelievable. It's unfortunate that we didn't make the postseason. I wanted to make the postseason anyway. But we're officially America's team, right? But everyone is rooting for us, except, the team that's playing us. Everyone's rooting for us. And I see it happen going on next year. Some awards, I don't see awards, the unsung heroes, JP, best pitcher, was it, Flex? Was it a bullpen? Oh no, but you could just look at Twitter. And then our MVP was, Henry. But, like, League White, and the ALIC Scott Service measure. Even though we didn't make the playoffs, 90 wins when you're supposed to win 74. We were 18 games above 500, and we were supposed to win. That's literally insane. So I can see winning. Probably not winning. So, with that being said, I think nothing else really about team. So, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because this offseason will be huge for the Mariners, and I want you to have all the small details, all the behind the scenes, all that stuff. So just, get notifications if you want that. I really appreciate it. So with that being said, this is CS Rice Seattle. Make sure to like and subscribe, and peace.